Getting out of here, bro?
We don't know. We just scouting right now. Just seeing what they got. We was passing by. So, seeing if they got anything good while we in the area.
I'm sorry, you asked me to take a picture of it?
No. What I'm saying is, I asked her, she thought I was playing. This little polo go thing, like once the display is like out of season or whatever, I was.
Check me out. The Jordan 1 Low. What color is this? Royal.
Coach Mike D'Antoni, whose lack of attention to detail has always bit him in the behind in the playoffs. I mean, I get it. I get why people are skeptical. All right, but if there's any year that
I don't love her, it don't mean nothing. I should let her rock the mic, let her sing something, My money love me, I'm romantic to it. Bitch, we gon' thug it. When it's pressure, we don't panic through it. How you can't keep up with your image? You created. It's all said and done, we gon' be the last standing. Niggas fool, that's why I vanished. Hold her hands while I beat her front or back, cause I'm romantic. Say Sinatra, how you feeling? Bitch, fantastic. Selling all these verses, I should rap them up in plastic. I need the one that's new and go too fast. I know this rap shit gotta work, cause I ain't going to no more class. Do your shit, that's what my partners say, I say that's great advice. AMGs don't come with maintenance fees, I'm up, I pay the price. Little bitch bad, but shout it homeless though, where the fuck you standing like? These little blogs been starting to say my name, but they ain't saying it right. Speaking of blogs, shout out, what's the word? Sinatra 23rd, is you sure? The one who got new fans in their estate, but he ain't toured. The one these niggas call all day for features and get ignored. Used to never make a bad song, do I even gotta say more? I'm the hardest out my city, dare niggas say something. I'm a big dog, you don't wait nothing. I had dropped out of college, none of them jobs really don't make nothing. I'm a rap star, and I thank God for how life went, cause if I had to, I'd be a trap star getting a trap check. Been popping where I'm from and I ain't even pop shit. Neighborhood doing backflips, 100 in my bloodline, shit way deeper than some rap shit. Stay away from niggas who ain't got shit, that's danger. Popped out fresh like steel, nigga, I'm stainless. Gang, I don't love her, it don't mean nothing. I should let her rock the mic, let her sing something. My money love me, I'm romantic to it. Bitch, we gon' thug it. When it's pressure, we don't panic through it. How you can't keep up with your image? You created.
How you feel, my boy?
Swiped up.
And then good, you know how to glue things? Neither one of these got them. None of on that one, I can do 3 on that one. They come with a little stash packet. Shit. A little baggie on the inside. That's so dope. These yarn laces, dope. Oh, that's dope too. Oh yeah, these dope. These actually got like a layer underneath. If you can look and see it, it's kind of showing through it. So you can tear this off. And it's like a design under it. These rough as hell too. Oh man. What up, Kickstanders? We have another guest with us today. He goes by the name Hype Supply. We're gonna, ask him a few questions about his reselling history. First question, what made you get into reselling?
So it started about in sophomore year of high school. I saw my friend getting about 8 pairs of Yeezys, and back then, them Yeezys were going for about $1K.
Wait, let me pause you real quick. You said sophomore year of high school. When was that?
So I went 2017.
Oh.
2017. So I saw him getting all these Yeezys. I was like, yo, this looks really easy. Like, why can't I do that? I started doing some research about bots, and then I ended up making a terrible bot choice. Didn't work, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go manual until something worked. Then I always watched like all these bots because I already started learning about it, and the biggest one that popped out to me at the time was Cyber, and so that was like the #1 bot since like I started like getting into it. And 2019 is the year that I made the choice to buy Cyber, and I put down like 6K in it, and then I ended up making that back in 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's not bad. So, basically it sounds like seeing the success of a friend botting is kind of what drove you to get into it.
Well, he wasn't botting. He was actually going like in stores. He was doing all the.
Oh, he was manually cooking, like literally hitting store to store, picking. Wow, okay.
But I took the initiative. You know what? I'm gonna make a step up. I'm gonna get way more pairs than him, and I'm just gonna take it another level.
That's interesting. So later on in this episode, we're gonna explain to y'all what botting is for y'all that don't know, because he did, mention that, and he said that's kind of what route he took when he started reselling. Okay. So how has reselling benefited you other than the extra cash flow?
To be honest, I really like working with people, and I really like networking with people. So just to like bring them a shoe that they want really makes me happy, because then they're like, oh snap. And then I see it on Instagram, and they're like, oh, and then everyone's like commenting the fire emojis, and then like complimenting them on their outfit, and I really just like that, and I'm kind of like taking that into my life, whereas like I want to like kind of start dressing like that, because I like that energy. I like bringing joy to people, and I like networking and bringing joy to others.
Okay, yeah. So honestly, I do it for some of the same reasons. That reaction when you give somebody the shoes, and literally it like brights their day up. That's the greatest feeling ever. So no, I definitely can relate, and I understand what you're saying. So what is one shoe that you sold that you wish you wouldn't have sold?
So I'm gonna give a little backstory to it. My cousin ended up taking me to the Sox game, and my mom was there with me, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I hang out with them? Why don't I just do it? Because I know in the back of my head that there was a possibility of the pickup in store for Nike on sneakers for the Off-White MCA. So he lives in Chicago, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to get to sleep over just so I can get that reservation on sneakers. And guess what? I wake up and I see a notification on my phone. Check sneakers. I get the reservation. I get the shoe. And I'm like, I'm so excited when I realized I could have gotten another pair because I got 2 sneakers accounts. And I was like, ooh. But hey, at the end of the day, I ended up with an Off-White MCA in a size 10.5 or
for
10.
retail.
For retail, yeah. And then I ended up selling it for $1,600 at the time, and I sold it just because, like, why not? At the time, it was great, but, like, honestly, thinking back, I think I should have kept it.
Why'd you sell it?
I thought it was a good price, but like this was a lot of money for me at the time, and I didn't have a lot of money. So I thought with this one shoe, I could get 10 more, 15 more. I could keep the ball rolling.
Yeah. Honestly, I will say two things. It was a great return on investment. Don't confuse the two. But being a more seasoned reseller, yes, you should have held it for a little longer. But I mean, at the time, you didn't know that. You know, you weren't as seasoned as you are now. So I understand, but that is a nice shoe, especially to get at retail, guys. He said the Nike Air Force One Off-White MCA. If you all don't know, that's the blue colorway of the Off-White Air Force One. Go check it out. Check it out on StockX. Go look at the going rate. It's crazy. And he said it was a size 10, which is a pretty common size. So
I also ended up getting the Travis Scott Retro Ones for retail too.
Word.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I ended up holding it for I think maybe like 4 months, and then I kept seeing it go up and up and up. It got up to 1,800, and then like 2 days later, I don't know what happened, but everybody started selling it, and then the market dropped all the way down to like 1,200, and I was like, oh, I might have messed up. I ended up going to SneakerCon. I brought like 100 Google Home Minis, and I sold them all, not even walking through the whole event. And during that time, I ended up
I remember you telling me that story.
Yeah, that was crazy. And I got them all for free.
Yeah.
And I sold the Travis Scott there for like 1,200. And I was like, man, at the end of the day, I still came up 1,100. And did I mess up selling it for 1,100? Yes. But could I have sold it for 1,800? Yes. But what's better? I mean, getting a good amount of money or getting more? I mean, you can't really be stingy.
Understandable. But guys, just those are two examples of why we do what we do. He paid a total of, I think the Off-White MCA is what? It was 100? 100 and what, 10?
Yeah,
$110 taxes, after taxes. And then the Jordan 1 was what, 190?
Yeah, something like that.
So roughly about, what's that, 400? $400 for 2 pairs of shoes that he sold for a total of
1,116. So,
$2,700 off a $400 investment. That's a $2,300 profit, guys. This is why we do what we do. Yes, that's not every day, but those single opportunities are amazing when they do happen. So, Hype Supply, what do you enjoy most about reselling?
honestly, I really love like the chase to get these shoes. I really like just like creating connections, like I said. So like just like walking into the store and just like saying, "Hey, what's up?" and then like buying the shoe and then knowing like, "Yo, I just got this shoe for retail," and then I get to go make somebody else happy. But then I also I get to feed myself. I get to buy all these gifts for my friends and family, and then I get to help them out because I'm helping them with the shoe. So I just like the chase and like networking with people, to be honest.
Okay. So, Hype Supply, last question. How much money will we have to pay you to kill somebody? So, last question. Holy Grail shoe. What is yours?
It's gonna be the Off-White UNC,
The white and baby blue one?
the retro one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's a decent shoe. Why is that your Holy Grail?
It looks clean when it's nice, but then it gets dirty.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
So why? Like, I'm not following. Like, what makes that like a Holy Grail shoe to you? Because it gets dirty, and would you like it when it's dirty, or?
To be honest, I really don't know. I just really like the color.
Okay. Well, I can't argue that. Thank you again, bro, for taking the time out to speak with us. Peace out, y'all.